Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is the Boom Bar right here on your Boom Radio NG. And my name is Dolupo. I bid you a warm welcome to the bar today. And today we're going to be talking about a lot of things, like a whole lot of things. The United States is on everybody's lips, of course. We know, and we're going to be doing a bit of analysis and hoping to get a lot of reaction from our US people. Also, we're going to be talking about Nigeria and Nigerians and breaking world records. The Nigerians are not stopping anytime soon. That we're going to be talking about a lot. Also, there's a lot of talk around the Dangote Refinery. What's happening with that? We would also get around to that. A lot of security stories here and there, and a few more things as time goes on. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. If you're joining us for the very first time, welcome. My name is Dolupo, and with me in the studio is Shala Rajas.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am so happy to be here. Let's talk everything: music, sports, politics, and everything in between.
Now let's get right into it. And first things first, one of the very interesting things that the news that broke yesterday was President Joe Biden stepping down and saying that he was not going to be seeking re-election for the U.S. presidency. And first things first, will we say that was surprising?
This is the real matter. Was it surprising for me? No. Did President Joe Biden step down? No. Did he step up? No.
What does that mean?
Exactly. Let me explain what I mean. I have a very strong feeling that these decisions were not fully taken by President Biden himself.
Why?
He had already displayed a lot of signs that show that he actually needed to go and take better care of himself. That
the man is old.
He needed to go rest and all of that. And it did not look like.
Okay. BT616 says we're not voting for Amala Harris. Wow.
Kamala, you mean?
I'm sure that was deliberate. I would not, because that Amala was in capital, so I'm sure it's deliberate.
So, yeah, maybe that's what it's going to come down to when it comes to elections proper. Who is voting for who, And I honestly.
So you rather vote for Trump?
But he's been saying it before now. He's been saying it before. It's not the first time he's actually openly saying that he was going to vote Trump. Invariably, that's where we are now. Who are you voting for? At least a lot of Nigerians will be voting in that election. A lot of Nigerians carry American passports and all of that, But for me, I feel that President Biden should have taken this decision earlier.
Maybe not even contest, don't even announce that you were contesting in the first
It's not even about the re-election. It's actually about being able to function.
So it's official. He says, I'm a Trump supporter, card-carrying Republican, Oluwa Maga. Okay. All right.
I don't know about Oluwa in Maga. You know that Maga means something different in Nigeria, Sha?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
But I actually think that's what makes the world go round. At times the world spins in places that you don't want it to spin to sharp. But yeah, people should be allowed to make their choices and support whoever or whomever they choose to support. I just feel that the Democrats have shot themselves in the leg by waiting this long, to try.
I don't think that he should have he should have even announced his contest at all. I know that now there's a lot of now because he's endorsed Kamala Harris, the Obamas are saying that they should go and everybody should go through the primaries. The Clintons are endorsing Kamala Harris. So it also means that everybody is not on the same page.
You see, as much as
However,
okay, carry on.
sorry.
Yeah, carry on.
However, does Kamala Harris have the what's the word now? The charisma to win an election against Trump?
Yeah. So no matter how you look at it, we say, oh, America is, the bastion or the highest level of democracy and all of that. But every democracy has its own ups and downs and its own intricacies. And I do not think that the American democracy is ready for a female president,
Not
woman
to talk
president.
of a black
And
one.
if it's going to be a woman president, I don't think the American democracy is ready for an African American
we saw
heritage president.
we saw Hillary Clinton.
And if they are ready for an African American with female president, it's not this one. It's probably one that the name starts with a M and it has a surname that has a B in it.
Okay, BT616 says that I'm actually here to ask Shola about Osimhen. Reports that came about 3 hours ago says PSG no wants Victor again, and he's now begging to stay at Napoli. Okay,
Those are unconfirmed reports.
they're unconfirmed reports. Yeah,
They are unconfirmed reports. The transfer market at times is controlled by the agents. They know how to release, unnecessary things at times just to sway the market. So just become Osimhen is on the right path. Let's stay calm. Don't worry.
It's still
no panic,
open.
no panic.
It's still open. The transfer market. There's still
August
a few days.
31st, or 30th,
There's
as the case
still
may be.
a lot of days to go. So you never
we
can
have
say.
about 40 something days.
Yeah.
Let's be calm.
I'm
He's gonna get the move.
what's it called? I'm praying for you.
Me-
I'm praying for
Abi?
you.
The one that is even paying me now is
What?
I'm not working for Osimhen. Let me even take this heat and be paid for
I'll be
it.
paid for it. Abi.
Somebody should call that boy and tell him at this rate. I should recant me.
Just say that you don't know anything about it anymore.
No, it's going to get you see. Just
You
you
get
guys,
it.
you guys.
Okay.
Let me double down.
just be careful what you say at this point. Be very, very careful.
Yeah.
However, Chief Odikoko says Kamala Harris identified as Indian when she was in the Senate. Yes, she was a former senator that attended secondary school in Canada. She's also married to a white woman. Okay.
That's massive right there. That's massive.
So
Yes.
BT616 says, before I leave, Shola, aka Village People,
How now?
this matter will not end any
This
time
on top of this Osimhen matter. At this point,
Okay.
I am on the verge of withdrawing my support for that boy. Is there any other Nigerian player we can promote?
At this point, let's look for somebody else.
Kelechi Iheanacho or something, please.
People that you're sure, Abby. So let's go back to what Chief Odikoko says.
Again, like I said, she's of mixed heritage and all of that. She has the Indian one, she has the African American one. And of course, she's married to a white person and all. And that's why I said what I said when I was saying that even if America is ready for an African American, in quotes,
Maybe not her.
not her. I said it boldly now. There's probably someone else, someone with the M in her first name, and a B.
Yeah,
in
Michelle
her
Obama.
surname.
We're talking.
There's a B in her surname.
Yeah.
But this one, Obama is old now.
Yeah, right.
But there's a B in her surname.
Chief Odikoko says, I'd rather vote for Hillary Clinton. And I think that
And sadly, she's not contesting.
she's not contesting this time.
Can
When people
someone-
were supposed to vote, you did not vote for Hillary Clinton.
No,
then.
it was electoral college.
Yes.
She actually
okay,
won the
true,
popular
Sha.
vote.
It was electoral
It
college.
was electoral college. She beat Trump
The funny thing is that, and I think this is a lot. I don't know if people would understand what I'm saying, but this sounds a lot like Nigerian politics to me.
It's politics. It's democracy.
Now, a lot of people would say, I do not think, like we say, that I don't think that the way, no matter how forward you think that the American people are, I think that there's still a large chunk of extremely conservative people that are not ready. You think, okay, as the democracy has evolved and has grown and all that, you will not think that a country like the United States is not ready for whatever, and all that. You would not think about it. Remember Obama winning the first time, it was great. His second election, he won by whiskers. It was
that's politics for you.
Do you understand? It's the same way. I don't think whether anybody likes it or not, I don't even think that Nigeria is even ready for a female governor. Talk less of it. Do you understand?
Again, you look at how people go into politics and expect things to just fall into place for them. You must be bringing something to the table. What kind of supportership do you have? What kind of structures do you have in place? Do you understand? So that's why those demographics and those geographical spreads and blocks actually now come to bear.
So BT616 is talking to you. He says, Electoral College, Polytechnic College, Sola beg. She lost because she ran a terrible campaign. Where do you think the Obama was born in Kenya story came from?
Okay, so this is it. I like what he has done. The thing is that I always watch.
Okay, so Chief Onikoko says, wait, didn't a woman win Adamawa governorship this past year? She did not win. She didn't win.
That's
it was
Binani.
Really close, but it was really great. Everybody was, and then the fact that I was from the core north and all that.
Twice from the north now.
Sadly, they still haven't won. So I do not think that we're ready for that yet.
Let's talk about that thing that he raised now about the campaign she ran and Obama from Kenya story and all of that. The thing about it is that when they are still within the parties, their aggressive campaigns always comes back to bite them.
Yeah.
I remember Joe Biden talking down Obama.
Yeah.
And Obama still ended up picking him as his running
Vice
mate.
President, yeah.
So I get that thing about it. But you know that as soon as those primaries are done, they tend to play like they have moved on. But some of the things that they have done against themselves,
they said the opposition uses
the opposition will use it against you, and that's what it is. And it's still politics at the end of the day. But it was not as if Trump beat out black and blue or anything.
No, it was.
The results are glaring
electoral college.
that it was that college, as much as you want to call it polytechnic or college or whatever. The facts are the facts.
But it means that to a large extent, a lot of people she won the popular vote. A lot of people wanted her to be president. That's why I said, even at this point, maybe it wasn't time then. If she had come out now, I think she would have better chances of beating Trump than a Kamala Harris.
During their debate, there was this debate that they had, and Trump left his podium, and he was hovering around her. And I till today, I still see that image, and I'm wondering why that was allowed. That's instructive that it was going to be allowed to get away with virtually anything because they don't want a woman. So BT616 or that she
says,
being a
10
Clinton.
years ago, Obama would be serving me tea. Bill Clinton said this in 2007. It's the kind of things that they all say. It happens everywhere. It happens in Nigeria as well. You see people insulting themselves when they are in different parties, and then all of a sudden they get to the same party. And
Dolupo, Biden had been in Senate since the 70s.
Yeah.
And there comes an Obama.
It was time to rest.
There comes an Obama out of nowhere, one-time senator. Boom. It becomes that popular because of one performance that he did at the RNC, at the Democratic Congress. You get. So all of these things that they say will always come back to bite them. But I always see how they are quickly going to align, to protect the party interest.
Yeah.
Which is what they've done with the letter and the tweets and things that I believe were sent on behalf of President Biden.
Honestly, I will still keep saying that I do not think that man should have decided to run again. It would have, whatever candidate they had picked would have been easier to move.
I think the Democrats have lost this one.
Yeah.
Because it's too hard for them. Who are they going to come up with? I was reading a couple of articles and watching some videos, And I'm looking at all the names they're talking about. Let me read it.
There's really no
Governor
popular.
Gavin Newsom of Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania is a swing state, so you could actually go either way there, and you'll be expecting him. Then there's Governor Josh Shapiro, Maryland. There's Westmore, Amy Klobuchar, whatever.
Yeah, like who is that popular
none of these
anymore?
people that I have been hearing their name, Gretchen Whitmer, Kamala Harris herself, but I heard that one of them has already endorsed Kamala, of these names that were mentioned and everything. But none of them can beat Trump in an election.
Yes.
That's the truth.
And the honest truth is
none
that
of
I
these
think
people.
Another thing that is helping Trump is that, there's some laws that, or some things that you hear that Joe Biden or the Democrats are in on, but that there's still the conservative side of the United States still aligns with a lot of things that is more Trump than Biden.
Look, a lot of people will shy away from these things that we're discussing. You get, but facts are facts. The truth is there. Mm-hmm. Trump speaks the mind of a lot of them.
A lot of them, yes. A lot of the conservatives.
And in fairness to them, there are certain things that you must also realize that they're going through and they want to put out there. But if you go further back in history, you'll be like, wait now. You people also met some people here.
Okay, so BT616 says that's not true. A generic Democrat beats Trump. Kamala will lose. Okay.
I don't know what that.
I don't know what that means, but will Kamala lose? Yes, I actually think that Kamala Harris will lose. I don't know what generic Democrat means.
I don't know what he was responding to.
Yeah, I do not. Maybe you should explain a little bit better. But the second part of it, I think I agree with you. Yes.
There's no one beating Trump.
Trump at this point,
amongst all these people, none of them.
Like there was something that you had said yesterday when we were talking about this, and you had talked about how is it Trump and Biden? These old men are the only people.
Yeah, isn't it sad?
And then you think that's the
best that America has to offer.
Climbs, because you get to Africa and there's talks of how our presidents are old, which don't even let's go there. You will think that a lot of the old presidents you think are old are one of the youngest, or we see a lot of African presidents spending 3, 4, 5 terms in office. That's another conversation.
The thing about age for me is that, old or young, if this person still has it on tight and can make the right decisions, then there's no problem for me. You get, because a lot of times, even in Nigeria, where they've given a lot of young people an opportunity, young in quotes, we see how they've turned out. Yeah. Some of them have really messed up.
Sadly, a lot of very young people did not step up when they were given this opportunity. So yes.
So it's not about age. It's about the character.
I think that
and the strength of these people.
Donald Trump is not such a bad candidate. However, I just think that a lot of times he goes overboard. Okay. He doesn't know when to stop.
I can say it here. I'm not a fan of Donald Trump. I'm not at all. And I know at times we don't want to be politically correct and everything, but I'm just going to speak my mind slightly, Sha. I don't like Donald Trump because he tells too many lies.
Yeah, there's a lot of lies involved.
In fact, checking virtually everything he says is just
lie against harassment and all that.
But guess what?
Nah.
But guess what? The other guy might not be telling lies, but it was not in the right frame of mind. He's not fit. He's not. It was not in the right frame of mind.
There are too many issues. You can't be.
And you really don't want that to happen. I remember that, was it a G7 meeting or so that they had? And it was virtually wandering away from the rest of the pack.
Oh, yeah. So Kamala, BT616 said, Kamala imprisoned many black men in California as Attorney General.
Yeah, I heard those things that they said she did, and that some of them were innocent and a whole lot of stuff. But usually...
all these things, I think it's just politics, because all these gist will always come out.
But it's been going on for years. I know. That's why people were saying that she does not represent the black folk. A lot of people feel that she's not the one to win the black vote for the Democrats.
I personally just don't even feel that she's even popular enough. Even her as a vice president, She's not that charismatic.
Let's be honest with ourselves. Is she also the best that America has to offer?
Has to offer, yeah.
The RFK guy, the independent guy, I've watched that guy's interviews. I've been following him for about a couple of months now. And to me, I'm not American.
Seems like
it sounds like the best candidate.
Out of
you know,
them all.
he won't get it because he's an independent
and
all of that. He doesn't have that party structure backing him up. And even Kamala, I've seen Kamala try too hard. You know, she's going on about the space of time and I'm like, okay, you just said nothing after nothing after nothing. Some of those videos have been doctored, I know, but even the originals, when you watch them, you just see that, okay, what's she trying to say?
Yeah,
you know? She's the kind of person that you actually want to stay on script. Like, you know what?
Just stay
just read your prompter.
Read your script and leave the rest.
Your prompter.
I totally agree. I don't think that Donald Trump is the best America could come up with. I also don't think Kamala Harris is the best. But however, it's what it is. Chief Onikoko says they actually called Zoom CEO to expand the capacity of Zoom from 1K to 40K.
That's the chat? Is it the chat platform?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what that is supposed to. Please, could you explain that a little bit more so we would understand what that is.
So they even have a 1K limit on Zoom?
You probably haven't been on Zoom that. It's possible, very possible. Anyway, so we will see. It's definitely interesting times when it comes to the US and a lot of things that is happening in the US as we speak. Just putting it out there, talking about President Tinubu is back. He was in Ghana, I think, on Saturday for the AU meeting. He's back in Nigeria now. Moving on from that, let's move to something very
the most important thing that is not even on the top on the headline.
Okay. Which one now?
Is this one now? I'm sure I know what it is.
Okay.
It has to do with Dangote.
Okay. Funny enough, I wasn't even going to get there, but since you have talked about it, let's go there.
Sorry.
Chief Odekoko says 40K black women met on Zoom call this past Sunday and raised 60 million for Kamala. Oh wow.
Oh, okay, that's what he's saying.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
I didn't.
So black women are getting behind Kamala, right?
Yeah, I think it's just sentiment.
No, that's fine. Let it be whatever it is.
Let everybody at this point, everybody will lean on whatever group it is that can.
So now, if they can raise money for her, I hope they can also raise votes for her.
Yes.
Because after all said and done, it's down to who's going out to vote.
Yeah.
And all of that, and understanding the funny way American elections are held. Popular votes are never enough. So do you have those electoral college votes also? It's going to be an interesting election.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Now, since we talked about it, let's move on to Dangote Refinery and the drama that has been going on for the past few days. So I saw an interview where BT616 says, the same way I'm supporting Tinubu, Omowani, Ejeoshe.
No wonder. That's why he never likes. It doesn't like.
It's obvious.
He
doesn't even hide it. Yeah. He does not hide it at all. Anyway, now, there's been a lot of controversy between the NMDPRA, I think the downward stream of
the regulatory body for the oil industry.
Obviously not happy with Dangote. They're saying there was a lot of allegation that the quality of fuel, namely diesel and all that Dangote Refinery has been pumping out.
And other refineries like Walter Smith.
Yeah, all the refineries in Nigeria, they're not up to par and all that. However, Dangote has come to say that a lot of countries are patronizing him and they're coming back to buy, that they have the highest.
He's been exporting now.
There's been a lot of back and forth. However, the House of Reps now decided, led by the speaker himself, that he was going to go and, because it's not making
a fact-finding mission.
A fact-finding mission, because we know for a fact that these things need to work. It's almost like as if there is some
evil machinations.
There's a deliberate attempt for the refineries not to work. Dangote Refinery, there's a lot with Dangote Refinery issues. There's a lot even with the Port Harcourt Refinery that they're all supposed
sabotage
to come up on stream around the same time. They were all supposed to come up on stream in July. Now, all of a sudden, there was a fire in Dangote Refinery, which is not looking like it's normal anymore. There were a lot of people, there were videos of a lot of people, of a lot of locals around the Port Harcourt Refinery trying to sabotage this whole thing as well. And you remember that it was a few weeks ago that Dangote Refinery had come out to say that looks like there are some cabals that they're dealing with it.
According to him, if I paraphrase, that the cartel or the cabal in the oil and gas industry is worse than drugs. I'm like, bro, how do you know?
And I think this is sad.
So one of the things that I liked was that the Speaker of the House of Reps at the weekend, went with the leaders of the relevant subcommittees.
Yeah.
Now, en route the Dangote Refinery, they stopped at 2 filling stations and bought diesel there. They bought from, it's already out there anyway, because I always like avoiding mentioning brands.
Yeah.
But since they already mentioned the brands, they bought at Total and Matrix. And they now tested it at Dangote's refinery lab. And what Dangote is saying, it had even improved on what he said the previous time.
Yeah.
The 600 ppms that they are complaining about being high was the standard before. That one of the filling stations that they bought from had over 1,000 ppms. Wow. Another one had over 2,000. And you're saying, because those ones are imported.
And you're now saying,
and the local one that are 600 that you say is bad is now, as at that interview, better. Is at 32 ppms or pms or whatever. 32. So the sulfuric content and all of the things that they are saying is actually low. And he's saying that it's going to take it below 10.
So what we're now saying is that, so does it just look like
where did the NMDPRA
where did they get their own,
where did he get his own stats from?
Exactly.
Do they even have a lab
at this
to
point,
start with?
I think that maybe even it's possible that it's the president that sent the House of Reps, but maybe the president needs to
whether it's the one that sent House of Reps or not. This refinery working is the reason why. Let me tell you, the two policies that Nigerians are complaining about is hinged on these refineries
working,
floating the dollar and removing subsidies. Because let me tell you what would have happened if they didn't remove subsidies from PMS. Dangote will not produce PMS.
Will not be able to, because it's only will be way more expensive than the one.
Do you understand? It will concentrate on the products that are not subsidized. Then the price of PMS will not go down in any way, because they're not going to pay him those subsidies. They're not going to pay him the subsidy. So what it is that they removed it so that there's an open market, level playing field, somewhat. You get? Now, the NMDPRA boss also said in that video that Dangote told them to stop imports, and that means it's showing monopolistic tendencies.
Yeah.
He
has enough.
You have the largest single train refinery
in the world. Why do you need to import? Keep in mind there are other refineries that are also popping up. So why do you need to import?
There are modular refineries that are functional as we
already.
Speak.
Does it make any sense?
In Imo, in Edo, let's not talk about the government-owned ones that they say will work. Let's not talk about them. So, the thing is that if it's an open market, maybe Dangote shouldn't have made a request. They said, okay, you know what? Keep importing. By the time I do what I want to do,
and it's cheaper, it just makes more sense.
You guys will lose money.
Exactly.
So I think what he did was what any smart businessman would do and say, hey, come on, stop importing. I have it. I have the capacity to supply you and the rest of Africa. And this is how we always end up destroying businesses in this country. And I think it's clear now how the Nigerian refineries stopped functioning.
It's very obvious.
It's clear
obvious that some people just want it to
sabotage is from within. That in this chaos, in this process of exporting crude, I don't get it. You export crude, then you buy the byproducts of the crude, you import it. Then because the landing cost is high, you now give people money
so that it doesn't make any sense.
But you are selling crude.
But you're selling crude. Now, according to him, now he's saying that the fire set them back a few days, but by 12th or 13th of August, there should be PMS being reeled out. Also, I know that the Minister of State for Petroleum, because now we need to ask the Minister of Petroleum himself, aka President Tinubu, what's happening?
What's going
Since you people decide not to have Minister of Petroleum, you decide that you want to be Minister of Petroleum, we need to ask you questions. However, the Minister of State for Petroleum, I think Heineken Lokwobiri or something, that's what his name is called.
Heineken Lokwobiri.
Yeah, he talked about how this time he's actually saying the truth, that by August, the Port Harcourt refinery would work, and that by December, they will start exporting as well. So, like you said, it just makes sense. If those two refineries come on stream around the same time, it doesn't make any sense. But there's a lot of sabotage involved. But I really, really hope that the federal government finds something.
Shouldn't
this
the
thing
government
needs to be sorted out fast.
Shouldn't the government, like we were suggesting to them, the national grid, the switch center in Oshogbo and those other places, shouldn't the government put it under heavy military protection?
Yeah, by this point, nobody anywhere, you're not supposed to be there. You are shut down. There's no funny business anywhere at this point. That's what just makes sense, so that people would realize that, okay, these people are not playing. But anyway, we'll see where all that drama is going.
It's just funny how even Aliko Dangote, did he think that these people will just fold up,
So because it means that, I also think that it means that a lot of people making a lot of money from importing will, so it's like you're cutting off someone's personal supply of money.
But again, for the sake of Nigerians, we need this refinery to work.
Yes. Now, moving on from that, and we're going all the way to something very interesting. And it's that Nigerians are not stopping. You know, when Nigerians decide they want to do something, there's nothing that you're going to do to stop them. And this is that we're going to keep breaking world records. First things first, there is a medical doctor who was also one of the doctors that was involved in COVID-19. A very, very inspirational story of his, who is also an artist that has now set the new world record for the largest individual painting.
Yeah, subject to ratification by GWR.
He's drawn a beautiful drawing. I think it's called Unity in Diversity. He drew it for about 4 days, over the course of 4 days, at the Oniko Stadium in Lagos. That is already causing a lot of drama online about how it is our stadium and our doctor and how, but it is what it is. I think it's such a very inspirational thing, and how you still see young people that are still passionate, even in trying to, want to break a world record. I think he has basically doing it, I think, to raise money and all that. It's such a very inspirational story, and what he did over the weekend, and a lot of people go around to say hello to him, and even the president has congratulated him and all that, which is great. Another interesting one,
I think his name is Fola
David. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, another very interesting one is another Yoruba boy called Babajide Isreal Adebanjo, who has even been ratified, whether we like it or not. He's also a Guinness World Record holder for the longest time to twerk.
Twerk.
Honestly, I will not lie to you. I think that a part of me feels that a few things is due to unemployment. I'm being honest.
What do you mean by that?
I'm being honest with you. That's it. So apparently, a full-grown man twerked for 3 hours 30 minutes.
Wow, that's a world record.
Yeah, and definitely
it deserves to be in the Guinness
he's gonna be in the next one, obviously. As we.
That's if they don't break it tomorrow.
That was save day, sha.
Because it's a matter of hours, actually.
But
so the longest twerk is by a Nigerian man.
Man, no.
So what's your problem with it? Is twerking not a dance?
Man.
Is it not some form of exercise?
Man. Also? It's not a form of exercise.
Do men not twerk one way or the other?
They do.
Hell yeah, they do.
3 hours,
one way or the
minutes.
other. So why do you have a problem with this?
I just do. Call me conservative. Call me.
No.
Are you serious?
There's nothing conservative about.
Are you serious?
You not liking someone,
like
a man twerking.
Are you serious? Really?
I am actually asking you why there's a problem with a man twerking.
I'm just saying. I can't say exactly. It's just I don't have a problem with a man twerking.
Okay.
I kind of think I do, but
okay.
Even if you're going to
somewhere.
twerk like a few seconds and we move on, let's move on, and then you now win. If a lady tells me that okay, I beat the world record for twerking, I automatically think, auntie, don't you have anything else you're using your life to do? But
I don't know.
It's
why,
a woman.
I don't know why you're
a man
do this along gender lines.
A full-grown man.
Is there a particular dance that is limited to any gender?
Twerking.
Where is it written, please?
I know it's not written anywhere, but seriously.
Men also twerk now.
Okay. For
Men
3
twerk.
hours, 30 minutes.
A man that can twerk for 3 hours, 30 minutes is telling you something about him.
Oh, that's a very nice,
he's a strong,
foldable waist.
Big, strong, reliable man. He's very powerful.
Seriously.
I don't have a problem with the guy who twerked for 3 hours plus. I don't. You know, again, at times we realize.
I have a question though. Do they pay them for these things?
No, the GWR does not pay, and that's what I was about to say. That at times, these are ways for you to launch your brand, launch yourself.
What brand?
Or do
Twerking
something.
Brand.
It could do anything else with it. Now you're talking about him.
Okay, so Cornelius Marco says Dolupo can't come to terms with a man twerking. I totally can't.
But men twerk.
I honestly cannot.
I just can't tell you where and when they do it.
I just can't.
Twerking is natural to men too.
3 hours, 30 minutes.
That's a good twerk.
Okay. Okay.
You know, that's a good twerk. You know. So I don't have a problem with it. I'm glad that he has his Guinness World Record. Maybe he should try and break his own record too again. You know, and twerk for 4 hours plus.
It's
this
okay.
Time. And piss the Dolupo off more. You know, like
I'm not pissed. I'm just.
I like it again. You know, it's better than the fake world record guy in Ghana.
That one said
the fake chef and all of that.
He don't even pretend his own.
You know, his own award.
You people have no words for some people.
So I don't have a problem with that guy twerking, and I hope you would open your mind to see that it's really not a big deal.
No, I'm good. I'm okay. My mind is okay.
You're gonna stay.
I'm good.
Stuck up.
Trust me. I'm okay where it is.
Stuck up, right?
Yes, I'm okay. I'm perfect where
You're gonna be stuck up.
Yeah. Now, moving on from that gist, I'm moving that National Union of Local Government Workers are set to submit a local government autonomy template, how they're going to run their local governments by themselves, to the presidency and governors.
Shame on you. It's now that you can submit templates.
Their full chest. They want to submit it with their full chest.
I think it was in this book by Olarotimi, Overanwe Nugbaisi.
Yeah.
Where he says that tell your queen that the big pot of corn has fallen. The ends can now feast or whatever. Basically, I'm telling Norway now, the Union of Local Government, you guys didn't know how to go to court.
No.
It's your mates that went to court.
No, it's not their mate. It's not their mate. It's not their mate. Let's call a spade a spade.
How is it not their mate? Is he not a Nigerian citizen?
The Attorney General of the Federation
Is he
is
not a
not
Nigerian
anybody. He's not your mate.
Is he not a
He's not
Nigerian
your mate.
citizen?
He's not your mate.
Oh, are you into this hero worship thing? Because
It's not.
Why are you?
It's not about hero worshiping. It's about the office. He's not their mate, and it's the truth. It's not about hero worshiping. It's not their mate.
That was meant to be a joke, but the way they talk now, I go
I'm
insist saying
just
that
saying,
their mate.
it's not their mate.
And what
oh.
makes him their mate is that
It's not their mate, oh.
he has only one vote, like the rest of them. They are Nigerians, like him. So yeah, now their mate, now their Nigerian mate. I stand on that. However, Nigerian Union of Local Government People, it's not that you are submitting template.
I'm just saying. Now they have
Now your liver don't strong.
their liver not strong. They have Supreme Court judgments. There's not any governor can do again.
Shoulder pad.
Nah, 7 shoulder pads.
Say, hey, now we be this. Shame on you now. If your mate no go court, now go feed they do templates.
He's not their mate.
Now go feed they do.
He's
You feed
not
they,
their
you know how
mate.
to chase irrelevant things. So me go matter no more is their mate.
He's not
Now me
their
and you for this matter.
He's not their mate.
We go see who go bow.
Adi Bitoye says, if you see me drive by, you see him. I don't know. It's greeting you.
It's a song now.
Abi. If you see me drive by, I like your boy.
No.
Okay. Anyway.
I can do twerks.
God forbid.
What's wrong with twerking?
I don't know
man?
anybody. I don't know any man that twerks.
You know,
I refuse to know any man.
On a serious matter, the local government template thing, might just be a good thing, But I want the EFCC and the police to be on standby because I'll lock my mark everybody.
SR said, Akibitoye said, SR, they don't go cobalize you. Oh yeah, please.
So twerking is a crime?
It's not a crime.
It's a cobalization.
Yes, it's a cobalization.
What does it mean? Please, can you explain?
I don't know. Let the person that said it. BT616 says, can't we just wear native dress in court? I don't like the wig and black agbada looking dress.
I totally agree to that advocacy.
I think that with Nigeria,
we should have moved past that thing.
I think with Nigeria's temperature, with the fact that a lot of courts are not so conducive, I think that those things will probably be generating a lot of heat.
We should have moved past it. We should have moved past this wig and gown thing. But you see, our people actually like it.
It's prestige, oh. It's prestige.
They even refer to themselves as learned wig.
Learned wig.
The orgas. Excuse me.
Now what's in it all? You now become SAN. Game over. Game over.
But I think we should have moved past it, honestly.
Yes, I honestly think we should have moved past it. However, I'm not sure that a lot of people are going to take it like that. Over the weekend, I saw it was an event. It was part of an event where I think a retired. So Akimbitoye says, if the lawyers are not complaining, what are we?
What are we?
BT616 says, prestige olori buruku wo. You people have no chill.
Yeah.
So
a lot of them.
She's a former Supreme Court judge. I think retired Justice Adamu Aogi, where she was really berating that a lot of Nigerian female lawyers do not dress well. That in our court, if anybody does not dress properly, you're not going to have an audience with her, and blah 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 and all that. I'm like, okay, this is what we are saying. All these older people, I feel that a lot of them feel like we went through it and we're going to stick to it. And I think that's what a lot of issues
beyond them just going through it and sticking to it, they actually liked it. I'm telling you. You see that
that's what I'm saying. Like it gives them. So Akibitoye says, how will you differentiate between the lawyer, the law, and an ordinary citizen, please?
Enter court now.
Exactly. Once you get into court, it's like we're on the road, and then you get in. How do you differentiate between an engineer and really?
In an emergency environment, how do you differentiate between a doctor and a regular citizen? How?
So Chief Onikoko says we're not truly independent. Our school, education, police, military system is still British.
Yeah.
I think I totally agree with that. But they're not going to change it. Like you said, it brings them a lot of prestige.
Change it, Kate. That we went back to anthem that they wrote for us. Nigeria, we hailed you.
Anyway, talking about that, since we're on that matter, the NBA has decided that they were... Okay, not decided. They had elections over the weekend. However, President Tinubu has congratulated the new NBA president in the name of Afam Osigwe SAN.
Yeah.
But... they're always fighting every year.
Nigerian lawyers.
They're always embarrassing. They'll tell themselves learned colleagues, but they don't behave like they're learned. Because they're always saying that somebody is always saying that they rigged the election, they don't believe in the election. And I'm like, if lawyers that supposed to know the law and everything cannot organize proper elections and move on, or even conferences and congresses and move on, what's not the rest of us? What are we not
Last
doing?
year when they had a bit of controversies here and there, someone was comparing them to the National Union of Road Transport Workers. And the person was saying that, do you know that those ones just had elections?
They don't even fight.
Nobody
heard about it. You just hear that they've changed what's it called. Anyway, Akibitoye says, no Mr. Sarcasm, Jerry. In Nigeria, do you know who I am? Is the logo. Yeah. So you will show your color. Yeah. Do you know who I am?
Yeah, and that mentality is the lack of independence that I think it was BT616 that said, it was Chief Onikoko that said it, Abi.
Yeah.
That we're not truly independent.
Yeah.
That's why you see some people when they're driving their cars, you see doctors now hanging their stethoscope on the
what are we going to start
mirror
hanging?
so that you know that he's a doctor.
So should we start hanging headphones?
Microphone. We hang microphone.
We hang microphone.
If we hang headphone, they will say we are DJ. You know, so you see them. You see lawyers. Lawyers are hanging their wigs.
True.
Soldiers are hanging their belts or putting it in the front.
I think that's such a very nonsense mentality.
Everybody wants to show.
So there are a few comments. BT616 says, Araki Bitoye, as a practicing physician, I don't wear lab coat and always have a stethoscope in my pocket. Mm-hmm. The Efizi mentality is out of control in Nigeria. I totally agree.
Yeah, it's a big problem.
Akibitoye says, Dolupo and Afam's job during election petitions tribunal, they make photocopies running into millions of pages. This runs into millions of dollars of photocopies alone. Make lawyers no chop. Their drama is just a lot. And that's where I feel like we shouldn't still be having if lawyers have issues. We're not saying that Nigeria has issues with elections. What else is left?
Look, I hear I was emceeing an event. I was anchoring an event, and of course, at some point they brought a name to me, and I just mentioned it the way I saw it, and the man actually got up and said, "No, that I didn't get his name right. That is surveyor.
Chief doctor.
No, surveyor. That I had to put surveyor.
You that's I see how people write farm." Oh my God.
So again, we have that mentality in Nigeria.
We like titles.
Doctor,
so
you
much.
must put doctor.
Yeah,
Prof, you must. In fact, prof.
And people that is just honoris causa they got to, you will see doctor.
You must put it there, doctor. You must put it there.
Anyway, Akibito says at BT616, I feel you, Jerry. You see helmets in the back of cars. You see all sorts of logos. I wonder what coffin makers or undertakers use as logo. Aki, your mind is going in.
We're not trying to find out.
Chief Odikoko says Nigerian doctors and nurses even come to the store with their ID card still on their chest. Madam, we get it, you're a nurse. That mentality, they still carry it come here. Yeah,
it's true.
Charity, Aki Bitoye says, at Chief Odikoko, charity begins at home. You don't follow them cross the Atlantic. Yes. Do you get? I think it's just...
They took it abroad.
Yes, it's just completely and totally unnecessary.
It's the same way. It's the same way, you know, that the military in their fatigues, you know, they are not really supposed to go into town with it. But in our own place, they will carry guns.
Just what she said. Akibide said there's a new one now. Mini surveyor.
But okay, maybe he had been typing it before I said it.
I swear.
This man actually walked up to me and said that I can't call him chief alone. It's surveyor chief. I said, okay.
The one that actually muzzed me was when I saw farm.
You know what
I'm like, what the hell is farm?
Pharmacist now. You must put.
Like, are you joking?
You cannot call them now without putting pharmacist. In fact, architect.
You see, what the hell? What are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
There must be that title there.
Now you say you see pastor, doctor,
Mrs.
What are you doing?
You know.
Anyway, we'll see where all this drama is going to.
You've not heard of Mr.
Yeah, Mr. You need to put Mr.
You know, Mr. Not just one Mr. You know what it means now?
Yeah, I do. BT61 said Bartholomew T, AMD, PhD, MPH, since we are all flexing. Oh my God. It is. I think it's just ridiculous. Honestly, it's just ridiculous.
And the military also, they also have this mentality, you know, when you have Major General, blah, 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 MNI, then all the courses that they attended.
That you have attended, they're not
listed there.
Or you see
MNI Dagger.
JP. Because you went to Jerusalem and back.
That JP, there are two of them. There's the Jerusalem Pilgrim and there's the Justice of Peace.
But even what the hell?
But they still put it there, JP. So if you do both, you'll be JP. Sounds like Jedi.
Oh my God. People are just very, very interesting. Now let's move on to a bit of gist of...
Drop your ego.
Courts, yeah. And Federal High Court in Abuja has ordered the INEC to hold state governors, deputies, and others accountable for cases of electoral violence, bribery, vote buying, and conspiracy during the 2023 elections.
Okay, to what effect would this be? What would we get out of this?
So I think
what are we going to achieve?
Serap again to people to court.
Okay.
Yeah, so Akim Toye says, my final submission, when your name no carry weight, you have to prop it somehow. The Prince of England, the second in line to the throne, has just one name.
Yeah.
No prefixes. I get what you're saying. Like, you have to, you know, put something. Do you understand? And I get you. Whether you like it or not, whether you call Tinubu President Tinubu or not, he is president.
Yeah.
You can't say you don't know him. So everybody has to feel important. Chifori Coco says, 3-day seminar in Harvard now means Peter will be attended. Oh God. Oh my God. Y'all just had to do this. Oh God. Why do you... I don't like what you people do. I really should not have read it at all. If I was not able. I have no words. We are moving on.
And you want to do phone call?
I swear. That will be the end. Oh no.
My hand was not there.
The Federal High Court has said that everybody should go ask their governors about a lot of things. And I think that so basically just talking about that, also court has rejected the Amaloe petition where they had taken Governor Fubara to court, saying that the court should stop Governor Fubara from spending public funds. Okay,
so the court says that Fubara can spend.
I think so.
Okay.
Basically, they're just saying that. I think that they just say that everybody should maintain status quo until there is no judgment yet.
So you can spend money
at the moment. Yes, okay. At the moment. Also, just talking about Liberian of laws, Katsina government has introduced the Iddah law for widows. Okay, so there's a drama that is happening. So I will move on yet before I go back to this.
But read it.
No, I just want to finish. So Katsina, basically the Iddah law is saying that for female civil servants, that in case for people that their husbands die, that they are granted, I think, 4 months and 10 days leave.
4 months and 10 days.
Yes.
Okay.
For basically
that's like some kind of compassionate leave.
Yes, compassionate leave, and is now official. So, okay. Pastor Eliashib Ime James says Peter Obi is your problem. Yet you said he came third. Okay, so Peterman says Peter O Sholari DOMPHSCR. Just add my own. I'm not bragging.
Wait, what's your own?
Ola Dolupo. That's it.
My own is OPC, OPP,
PDP, AMPP, NMPP,
LP.
Oh my God.
Pastor Eliashib Imejim said that thing that he said now that it's basically saying that why are you focusing on someone that you claim came toward? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's profound there, So
moving on from that, just wanted to also put it out there. 3
profound. Startups
have actually won a $220,000 prize from the Nigerian agency, and I think that's really cool. That's
how many startups?
3 of them came
are going to
together
share
$220,000. I'm not sure that's a bad.
That's a lot of
amount
money.
of money.
Is that almost 200 million, Abi?
It's more than that too. Do you know how much dollars now? Don't be saying that one. No.
What did they do to qualify for this money? We too, we are startup now. we are media startup.
Now, the UAE has sentenced Bangladeshi nationals to prison. And you're wondering why. So these people decided to protest in the UAE against Bangladesh about policies. So they are saying, you don't be protesting another protest in our country.
They cannot buy tickets and go back to their country.
Some of them have been sentenced to 10 years, some 11 years.
That's a
some
lot.
3 people, life imprisonment.
For protesting?
Yeah. Go to your country to protest.
Please, whatever you do, don't protest to you. Those countries, they've done so well for themselves that hardly would you find their people protest. Do you understand?
Okay. Pastor Eliashib Imejim has put his own, what's he called?
Okay, let's hear it.
Reverend Dr. Apostolic Bishopric Diaconate Evangelica Eliashib Imejim Gbogbo Irawo. Oh wow. Wow.
That's the best one.
The best one so far.
That diaconate, we have a friend, diacony. Do you know when I found out what deacon? Before I found out that's what it meant.
Yeah. Simple. Somebody will just give you deacon. Some people start calling themselves deacon. Yeah, that's another one that people put. Like, what the hell is deacon? Anyway, but what do I know? Anyway, Sha, please don't protest the UAU. I just wanted
whatever you do, don't protest. But even this name is enough for us to start our own protest.
Okay, I don't know who Chief Orikoko is saying, but Chief Orikoko said this is a form of oppression on your show. These people are oppressing us on your platform.
Chief Orikoko, you're already using Chief.
Chief.
Put the rest. Let us show them.
Show them. Let's know which one you are. How many of these you are.
Maybe it's time for me to use my own Otumba too, because I'm not understanding anymore. This is really oppression.
Oppression, Abi. Anyway, before we move on, Liberia and the Senate is saying that they want to relocate the capital city due to constant flooding. That Monrovia is not a planned city. However, it's interesting that just a few African countries have properly planned
cities.
Some
of them don't even stick to the master plan.
Yeah, apparently Nigeria is one of the very few that actually have a purpose-built
in Africa
capital city. Yes,
just like Africa. Brasilia in Brazil.
So now, Chief Orikoko says, if I start, Ile Ashu, Ile Amo. Maybe you should start. Let's use it to end the show.
Let me drink water. I honestly want to see it because it's probably going to list all his chieftaincy titles and the ones in view. Yeah, that's what they're writing there now. In view.
Oh, what the
hell? In view. I saw that person now. BSc, MSc, PhD. They now put in view.
What the hell? Is that how you finish or you're not done? Is that how you're done or you're not done? If you're not done, sit at home.
Why are you in a hurry?
Anyway, just wanted to say there for a few people that there are talks of Osimhen actually going to PSG and about him earning about 4 million euros
more. You see? Shame to bad people.
So, Chief Orikoko says, I was going to add Baba Ibeji to my title. Wow.
Yeah?
Pastor Eliashib Imejim says, Oluwo Araba Ashipa Owoni Koko. Wow. It's time to be going. Let's come and be going. I don't know what you are doing.
I give up.
I'm going. Let's
give
call
up.
it quits. On that note,
I give up.
it's time to go.
I swear. Pastor Ibe just knows Yoruba more than me and you added together. Those are powerful names there.
Very powerful names. On this note, have a nice day. We will be back again tomorrow.
We were just reading the names that people wrote new.
We didn't know. We
don't even know the meaning.
It's just comments. Just comments. Thanks. Bye. Have a beautiful day.
God bless you guys. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Chief Odikogo says he's tired share of Relocating. Oh, wow. Wow.
It's not just Chief by